What's poppin'? Sarah, there she is. Uh, Request.
There we go.
There you are. What's happening?
Not much. How are you?
Oh, doing great. Great.
Okay. The double screen's messing me up here.
Yeah, it's going to
There we go.
be interesting. Let me get this situated here. Um, okay, so welcome everybody. This is Virtual Noob, hosted by Confluence Collective, and it's a sorry. I think I need a beer or a drink. No, this is do you have one?
Get ready.
Oh, there you go. So this is Virtual Noob, a community fly tying series featuring a fly tying expert. Not me. It's supposed to be me, but I am no expert, Sarah. I promise you.
Uh-oh.
Anybody
I
watching
trust
this,
you.
I am not an expert. And someone who is new to fly tying, which is Sarah here.
That's
So where
definitely.
are you from?
I'm from northeastern Pennsylvania, originally from near the Allegheny Forest in Pennsylvania, but now I live up in the northern Poconos.
Okay. I have no idea where that is, but I'm going to Google map
Close to
it.
the Delaware River. Does that help?
Okay. I know where the Delaware River Club is. I do
That's
know
the
where
club.
that is.
Yes, of course.
So I have my beer here. Um, so how long have you been fly fishing?
It's been like 2 years, thanks to Pig Farm Inc. I did a cleanup with actually one of my high school friends that I had not seen since high school. He's a big fly fisherman, said that there was a cleanup near me. So I joined him like 3 years ago, and then it took me about a year to get some equipment to actually start. So it's been about 2 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is really awesome. So how did you I know you just participated in the whoa man, the quarantine trash.
Yes.
That was fun, huh?
It was. It was good to get outside, for sure.
Yeah, that was pretty much what we wanted people to do.
Yeah.
And all those people out there, like Chris Calabrese and Dan Santoro and Lena, they're
Absolutely.
such rad people.
They are. They're the
They're the
ones.
best.
Chris organized a lot of the stuff that got me
Hmm.
into it, which was at the Delaware River Club. So that's how I got started.
Awesome. Yeah, Chris actually helped set this up with Bree of Confluence Collective.
Cool.
So shout out to all of them.
Absolutely.
Now, I know I asked you if you had any microfiber things laying around your house that you wouldn't mind cutting into.
I do. So I have two. I have one blue and one orange.
Oh, nice. Let's see. It's
Couldn't
always
find
good to have
green.
options.
Green would have been the best. I know, but
I actually like the black ones because they look like leeches. But
there you
I
go.
am partial to the original green.
I thought I had a green one lying around, but I didn't.
So have you ever tied one of these before?
No.
No. What? How many flies have you tied?
Maybe like a dozen, a couple last night trying to remember how to do it. Most of the time at like an iron fly, which, a couple drinks have been had in those
Yeah.
scenarios for Pig Farm. So we'll see.
Well, it's pretty much the same here. Like that's why I'm no expert. I don't have like a set list of things that I always use. I just like whatever's lying around on the desk. Like you'll make it work. So
Exactly.
so what size hooks do you have?
I have, what is it, 12? Nymph hook 12? Is this?
Yeah, that's gonna be perfect. And then you have a do you have a bead?
I do. It's not black, it's gold.
It it
Can't see
doesn't
it.
matter. I will show. I just had one that had a gold bead on it. Yeah, see here. I have ones in here that have gold beads.
Cool. Yeah, this is what I have.
Nice. Those will work. So we'll start out with that. Um, so you'll want to get your bead on the hook. So you'll take the small end,
All right.
go through the small end of the bead,
Gotcha.
Let me find my hooks and stuff.
Stab myself. Got it.
All right, I got some size 12s. And do you crimp your barbs?
I could.
Yeah, it's
I like
easier.
doing that better. Yeah.
It's
Barbless is
easier
the way
when
to
you
go.
do them right away. This way you just don't forget. So what type of fish do you usually fish for?
I try to go for the wild trout, but you know, times like these, stockies. But I love catching browns. I'd love to get into brook trouts, but I haven't got there yet.
Do they not inhibit the inhibit? Are they not? Do they not live in the same water?
Native brook? I mean native brook trout.
Okay, native brook trout.
I'd like to get in more into that, but I haven't got there yet. Just the small stuff, small, you know, blue lining and stuff like that.
So I'll let you. What color bead should I tie with? I'll let you choose mine. I have.
Do you have black?
I have copper, olive, black, and purple, and pink.
Purple.
Yeah.
Absolutely purple.
I was hoping you would say purple. So for anyone watching, you just want to match. Like a mop fly works best on size 8, 10, and 12 hooks, in my opinion. And just match. Just use any type of nymph hook, nymph streamer hook, or jig hook, and you'll just want to match. Use a bead that's appropriate for that hook size. Like, and let me get this. Oh, yeah, it would help if I followed my own direction. I put it on backwards.
Hard to do all that, to teach and follow directions at the same time.
So before we put it on the actual hook, we're gonna cut our mop material off.
Okay.
And I will give you the option of which color I'm gonna use tonight.
Well, you said you like to use black, so we'll go with that. Should I use orange or blue?
Go with orange.
All right, cool.
Because it looks like a Cheeto. and I hear that
Stockies will love that.
I think they like Cheetos. And so, yeah, you just cut it as close to the base as possible. Well, and that's like the beauty of it too, is like you still have a usable mop or whatever you have, because you just cut off one piece and there's like 8 billion others on there.
Oh no. The goal should be to make this many mop flies.
I know. I have tied so many mops and I only have like this little chunk back here missing.
There you go.
But I think this one's missing quite a few too. But they kind of look funky when there's nothing left on them. So now what we're going to do with these, I'm using a barbless hook, so I didn't need to crimp my barb. So you'll take your hook, and you kind of want to go into where you cut it. You know, like feed it through, kind of like you're putting a worm on. Just through the bottom of it, but don't go all the way through. Do it like maybe, I don't know if you can see that.
Okay.
So I went in through the top and down out the bottom, or out one side of the material. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay.
This is why I don't bait fish anymore.
But this works. This helps keep the mop on there as well, that material. So you don't have to go too far on it. It doesn't have to be like too deep.
Hmm. Nope, I just ripped it right up.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. That is quite all right.
All right, how's that?
That's perfect. So now just, feed that through so that you have the back end of your hook showing like that. So now it almost kind of looks like a completed fly. So now we'll put that on the vise.
Okay.
Now we'll take that, since we pushed it all the way forward, we'll put that right on the vise.
Uh-oh, it's hanging by a thread.
Oh no, that's okay. That's quite all right now. So just like push that kind of towards the back of the where the bend is. Just get that out of the way a little bit. And now here is where we will build a thread base right in the front. Like, so you know how to start a tie or start a fly?
Yes,
Okay.
I think.
You think? Okay. Um, so we'll get our thread through our bobbin. And I use one of these. If you don't have a threader, I
I
highly
have the one that you have to suck through.
yeah.
And
Well,
thread
I used to
coronavirus.
do that. I used to also, but I highly recommend one of these threaders. They make things so much easier. I was always against it to begin with. Oh, I just pulled my thread out. So I was like, oh, why am I going to pay $10 for that thing? I can just feed it through, but it saves me a world of time and
Yeah,
frustration.
like right now.
And those kinds of things that you kind of want to invest in.
There we go. Okay, am I starting right behind the bead or?
Yeah, just right behind the bead. Just build up a thread base in there, and secure that thread on there. Go back a little bit. Don't go back all the way. So,
Cut it?
did you secure it on there?
Yep.
Yeah. Then yeah, just cut that back piece.
Okay.
Now you can build a little bit more of a base right behind that bead. I just go right butt up against that bead with your thread and build up a little bit more of a thread base there. So it doesn't so it kind of acts like a little bump for that
Gotcha.
bead, so it doesn't like slide back and forth as much as it would.
I got it. All right.
Okay, and now this is where I ask you a question. Let's hear your favorite fish story.
Oh my God, my favorite fish story?
Yeah.
Hard. That's on the spot.
It is on the spot. Well, here, let me what's tell us the story of the first fish you caught on a fly you tied.
That I tied? I don't know that I've ever caught a fish on a tie that I've tied.
Oh
Or
my
a
God.
fly
Well,
that I've
so
tied.
when we're done with this, you have to fish that
I know.
fly
I
and
hope
you
to.
have to catch a fish with it. You
I
will.
hope so.
I guarantee it. You're going to catch a fish with it.
I hope so.
And when you do, I'll send you a bunch of stickers or something.
Cool. Well, that's incentive. I
Um,
mean, my best fish I've ever caught was last year, the day of the cleanup that we drifted down the west branch of the Delaware. I finally caught a big wild brown or a wild rainbow, but I missed an even bigger brown, which was very sad. That's the best fish I've ever caught.
yeah. Well,
Every other year that we've tried to do the cleanup, we've gotten so much rain that we can't even get on the river.
okay.
That stinks.
And you're floating.
Mm-hmm. We try.
You try.
Yeah. What's your favorite fish story?
Um, Yeah, I hate being put on the spot too. I like
Right?
putting
It's
other people
hard.
on the spot.
It's hard.
So I think my favorite fish story was probably one of the first fish I ever caught on the fly. I was really big in the like conventional gear, and like when I first started getting into fly fishing, I would just use nothing but like woolly buggers, like whatever, like this size fly. I
Yeah.
was tossing like or a little bit bigger, size 6 and stuff. And do you recommend spending? I'm reading a comment. Do you recommend spending money for a platinum grade? Yes, I highly recommend you spending the money. Um, but one of my favorite fish, most memorable fish, is I was fishing and like I had just got into fly fishing and like I'm used to like casting big lures and catching like big fish at this time. This was probably like 10 years ago, and so here I am fly fishing. And once I learned like, oh, I could fly fish for bass and all this kind of stuff. Um, I grew up in Chicago, like right outside in Chicagoland, right outside
Okay.
Chicago. So we got a lot of bass fishing around there. There's not too much. There's no trout fishing unless you're fishing like the Great Lakes, like Lake Michigan or
Yep.
whatever. And so I'm tossing this little woolly bugger, and I caught this. I think it was an upper 4 pound or 5 pound bass, smallmouth bass, on a side, the smallest thing, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is
Yeah.
awesome!" I couldn't believe it. I was like, "Why?" I'm like, "How did that? Why did that fish eat something this big?"
Yeah.
It just blew my mind, and then then it just became my preferred way of fishing from that
Absolutely.
point on.
I always fished with my brother growing up, just bait fishing and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I had never caught anything like that big of a wild rainbow that took like 3 minutes, which felt like a lifetime to bring in. It was cool. It was really cool. Nothing like it. And
No,
when you catch something on a dry fly too, it's completely different.
oh well, that's what got me into fly fishing. Someone told me they're like, oh, like when I was talking with somebody, I'm like, I like fishing frogs and like topwater lures and stuff
Yeah.
because I like seeing the strike like anybody else. It's pretty exciting. And he's like, oh yeah, you should get a fly rod and pick up some like Sneaky Pete's little poppers. And I did that, and then that was the game. That was game
Yeah.
over.
I know everybody says that, but it's really true.
Yeah,
It's
and like
so true.
people that are like dry or die, I'm like, I don't knock on them. I don't hate them at all for that. I like
No.
fishing all kinds of styles, but I get it.
Oh yeah, me too. I mean, I
There's
know
just
there are a
a
lot of people
special
that
kind of
are
excitement about it.
not super excited about nymph fishing or whatever, but I love all of it. It's
Yeah,
definitely cool to do, fish for a bunch of different stuff and using a bunch of different stuff. So it's cool.
for sure. Just getting out, hanging, like catching fish, or even not even catching fish, just fishing in general,
Yep.
just being outside with your friends, having a good time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When it's not
Okay.
quarantine.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Cannot wait to get out
Same.
safely. Okay, so now we got that thread base back there, or
All right.
on our hook. So we'll move that piece of material up.
Yep.
Well, or I should tell you to move your thread back a little bit, like not so it's not butt up against
Okay,
the
gotcha.
bead.
All
Yeah,
right.
perfect. So now bring that flat or that mop material up, and you're gonna hold it there, and you're going to pretty much like tie that right on there. So you're gonna
Gotcha.
go over it with your thread,
All right.
and and then just tie that all the way forward. So it kind of looks like there's this like skinny little gap in between the bead and your material.
All right.
I probably should have asked you the other materials you have. Do you have any kind of dubbing?
Yes, I have natural rabbit dubbing.
Okay, yeah, that works. That works. I just have black ice dub.
I have other kinds somewhere. I have black too. whatever color. What do you think?
Maybe go with what do you feel more comfortable with, or more confident going with?
With orange? I don't know. Maybe black. I don't know.
Yeah, I think black would look good on that. Yes, I have a peak vise. Oh, someone, howdy girl, hooty girl, howdy girl. I've had this vise for quite a long time. Okay, have you ever used dubbing?
A few times.
Okay, how were you applying it? Were you just like
I
twisting
was
it
doing
right
it
straight to
wrong.
the
I'm
tip?
not gonna lie. I was doing it wrong until about a few hours before this video when I
Oh,
YouTubed it because I didn't
well,
want to make an ass out. I mean, yeah, ass out of
let,
myself.
how are you applying it?
I was doing it both ways. You know what I mean? And I figured out that's wrong because it doesn't really get around the string.
Oh,
You know,
so
so I'm going.
you were
I
twisting
was
it
like,
one way and then going
yeah, I
counter
was
on
like
it?
going both ways, and it was not sticking. You
Oh,
know, so I figured out via YouTube video. You
yeah.
just keep going one,
You just keep
one way
twisting
with your
it
fingers. Yeah,
same direction.
instead of going back and forth.
Yeah, and the other beauty with this stuff too is like you don't have to do it all at once.
Right, little
You
tiny
can
bit at
put
a
a
time.
little bit at a time, wrap it, and then just keep adding to it because the
Gotcha.
thread's just going to hide it out, and then we're going to brush that dubbing out to make it like flare out a little bit. So yeah, so what we're going to do is take some of this dubbing and just twist it on there. And then once you have that twisted on there,
How
give
much?
it a few
How far are
wraps.
we going down? Like an inch or two, or?
Oh, I just keep adding it until I have this middle piece covered.
Okay.
The gap we have between the mop material
Right.
and the bead. So like when I started towards at the back of the furthest away from the bead, and now I'll add another whatever you clump of dub in here. So I have two small clumps of dubbin just to fill in this gap, just to give it a collar, and it just breaks up that monotony. It just gives it a little pop too. And if you have any like materials that are like really flaying out, you can just wrap your thread right over it. So, and you want to end right where the bead is.
Okay.
And let me know when you have that. You're totally gonna catch all the fish with this thing.
I hope so. Oh, it's gonna be like the Halloween fly.
Yeah.
Fly. All right.
It's the Cheeto fly. I think
The Cheeto fly.
my buddies up in Massachusetts, they have a river up there that they use Cheetos. Well, not Cheetos, but orange mops.
Nice. All right.
So here's where have you ever whip finishing?
Oh God, whip finishing.
It's easy.
Sure it is.
You just want to hit it a few times with the whip finish. Usually people
That's
hit
it.
it.
Just that easy.
It's that easy. So this is how it's done. So when you hit it with the whip finish,
Huh?
it's just like bam, 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 bam.
I don't think
Done.
it's that easy because I've
It's
done
done.
it and
It's done.
I still can't. A dozen times in, I can't get it.
So this tool, I don't know how to explain this. Mario explained it very well. Taco Flyco explained it very well, and I was trying to remember how he explained it. So you have your thread. I have it pulled towards me. It's not pulled towards me, so I have about like that much thread out.
Yep.
And I'm gonna just hold it towards me with my
Uh-huh.
opposite, with this hand that's free from the tool. And
Mm-hmm.
so you got that hook in there,
Yep.
this piece. You're going to put that through your thread. So now I'm holding that.
Yep.
But then you're going to go around the front. So I'm coming towards you.
Towards
Is
you.
that,
Okay. Got it.
well, I'm going towards the camera.
Yep.
I don't know how to explain
And
this
wrapping
at
it
all.
back to me.
I'm trying to like visualize and put
Like
this to words, but they're escaping my mind.
you're starting away from you and bringing it around towards
Okay, so
around that thing.
so it's gonna be like a figure eight almost. So you're on that hook part.
Yep.
You're gonna come around the yeah, that made no sense.
Somebody teaching me this in person is a chore, so good luck.
This is so okay. Let me see what you have going on.
All right, I'm gonna hook it.
Yep.
Then do
Now
I start
bring
towards you or away
no
towards
towards
you?
me.
Come back
Come
towards
around
me,
it
right?
back towards you.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. Now you have this like, and then pull your bobbin back.
Up.
So you have this triangle here.
Yeah.
You see the triangle of thread? It's yeah. So I don't know. Maybe my face color will show it better.
Like this. I think it's like a 4 or something, right?
Yeah, it looks like a 4.
Yep.
So now you can just hold the. Now you're gonna wrap going towards the camera.
And I'm just turning this thing, right?
Yep, perfect. Now come back around. Yep, and just do that like four times.
All right. 2, 3. Wow. All right.
Now you're going to dip the hook part down,
Uh-huh.
and that's going to release that part we wrapped around.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
And now pull through and just release. Oh dang! You did it.
That's probably the best I've ever done it, honestly.
Hell yeah! We fist bump.
Here, cheers.
Oh, we can do that too. Cheers.
Honestly, I don't think it's ever gone that smoothly, so.
That was a nightmare to explain.
That wasn't that bad. I feel like, honestly, it's taken a lot more tries than that before.
That
Cool.
I kind of want to give myself a pat on the back for
You
you being able to do that.
You absolutely should.
With the terrible explanation from me.
No. It was great.
Okay, so now we have that, and you have that. It's on there tight. You could cut that piece off.
Oops.
So you have no bobbin.
All right.
Now the best part. Now do you have a dubbing brush?
A dubbing brush? What's that look like?
I don't have one, but I have things that work great for dubbing brushes, which are toothbrushes.
Oh, a toothbrush. I might have something like that.
So, but what you'll want to do with these toothbrushes, this is the pig farm way, is Chris can tell you all about it, is shave them into a shank. So it's toothbrush shank.
Okay.
So in case you're out fly tying at an event, you don't want, and someone comes up on you and they're trying to steal your stuff. You're just like, hey, I'm ready here. You think it's a toothbrush. You just never be too prepared.
All right.
I mean, but if you don't go that
have
route,
me ready for this.
any toothbrush works. Like this one I got on the airplane when I flew somewhere. And I didn't use it. I used part of it for an online iron fly, and then the rest of the time it's a dubbing brush.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So this is what you're just going to basically just brush out some of those trap fibers. just
Okay.
to give it a little more booginess.
Gotcha. I'll get a toothbrush and get that done.
Yeah. Toothbrushes are great. There's another. So I got two of them. You can never be too prepared.
All right. I'll get prepared. I'll make one of those.
Yeah.
If I have any questions, I'll ask Chris.
Yeah. He'll give you all of the information. So this is this is the mop fly. Can you see it?
I can't.
It's huge. It's a huge fly. And then you just brush those materials back find some mini tiny hands, and yeah, you're ready to fish. Just make sure all those
So I can't fish until
are in
I
there.
get those little hands then? Or?
Yeah. This is the secret.
Obviously.
These mini hands are the secret to making these extra fishy.
And where can I find that? On like pigfarminc.com or?
No. These are super secret. I'll give you. I can't give it to you out
It's
here,
like
but
I have to enter the club.
we'll talk. We'll talk.
Right. Okay.
You and I will talk.
All right. Awesome.
So where's the first place you're gonna fish this fly?
Well, it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, but stockies will probably love the Cheeto.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I could fish this after the rain comes, or in the rain. Everybody says that's fun too, but it's supposed to flood.
Yeah, I only like fishing in the rain if I'm already in the rain.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like going out into the rain.
No. I'm hoping the day after tomorrow, I'm sure I could find a nice stocky to hit that thing.
I think you will.
I hope so.
And you should tie a green one.
I know.
A blue one. Blue.
The blue one?
You should tie a blue one just to have
and
two.
Then I'll see which one catches the fish first.
You should just fish both of them if you can.
Yeah, there you go.
At the same time, have like a create your own hatch of mop flies.
Awesome.
Oh, you can create your own hatch. I just learned. Check this out. Like so, during wet wading season this year, I just learned this. I'm gonna create my own hatch because these fit on my feet.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm just gonna go out there and rock these.
Wave your foot around.
Yeah.
Extra
camouflage.
That's perfect. I could use
this one's too small for my foot.
Like the hand. I don't know if it'll fit on my foot though.
Oh no, that's gonna fit on your foot.
I mean,
that's the same size as this one. You should put it on your foot right now.
All right. You're right. Totally fits on my foot.
You totally should. We should hold these up there. Hold on.
Awesome.
I'm an idiot. So I'm like really excited that you tied the mop fly.
Me too. Thank you for your help.
So I will let you know it gets a lot of hate, and I don't know why. I think it's because it catches so many fish.
Because it's so easy and it works.
Yeah, it's super simple and it's effective.
Awesome.
And it's a great fly. Like you're probably gonna finish one of those capes you got over there.
Oh, absolutely.
Those gloves.
I'm gonna start on the blue one after this for sure.
Yeah. All right. I think that concludes it. Let me just reiterate to everybody out there, this all happened because of Confluence Collective. This is the virtual noob fly tying community fly tying series. And this video will go up on the Confluence Creative page, YouTube page. So if you want to check it out and check out others, there's been some really good ones in the past few weeks. I think my favorite one was with it was last Friday. I think it was Taco and Elin, Mr. Barrio Mario. So yeah, anyone looking to check out some more of these videos, go over there and stay tuned for today's
Today's 420.
I know it's 420. Today is Monday.
Monday.
I have so many calendars. I don't even know what day it is anymore.
Me either. I love that Governor Cuomo starts out all his press conferences like, today is Monday. Because
Well, that's
who
a
even
positive.
knows anymore?
So the next virtual Noob fly tying series will be on Friday, right?
Yes, I think so.
Bree, Friday? Let's wait till she says Friday. Yep. Okay. It's Friday. What kind of beer are you drinking?
Tonight I'm actually I just for today.
Oh, that's a good one from
It is a good
Michigan.
one.
I got a hams.
Nice.
Hams.
Those are good. Those are good river beers too.
They are because they are from the blue sky, the blue sky waters. I'm terrible. Yeah, land of the sky blue waters.
Those are good.
America's classic.
Also, many thanks to Pig Farm Inc. I wouldn't be doing
Oh,
any of this without you guys, so many thanks.
yeah, big thanks to everyone involved here. Big thanks to you for coming on here and learning how to tie a fly.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm not
Way
fly.
better than all my Zoom meetings, I must say.
So many Zoom meetings.
So many.
All right, everybody, go check out the details that are going to be dropping over at Confluence Creative for the next series on Friday. Cheers. I don't know
Cheers.
how to
Thank
end
you.
this. Cheers. Bye, Sarah.
See ya.